Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 on Felsbrunn. So, what have we got to do today? I think we're pressure washing this thing. This field, I believe, is growing. That is obviously growing, and this is fertilized and partly needs lime. Don't ask, and has weeds in some areas too. Not sure what's going on with this field, but it's kind of messed up right now. It's completely messed up in areas. So one thing I do want to do is get this cleaned off. So I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Obviously had a few mods release, nothing crazy. And that's how clean. So I'll just double check. I think everything is definitely seeded. Dance barley, oats, wheat, and oats over in 29. So yeah, we're good to go here. So we'll throw this back in the barn. Now, I don't know when you guys will see it, but I'll talk about it now. I've been recommended a map by CD Models, so I'll be taking a look at that, doing a first look and seeing what you guys think on it. It's an interesting one. It's got a at least one issue that I've seen so far, but I keep until you guys see the first look, I'll keep the name of it close to my chest as far as that one goes. Now what we can do is actually jump on this and throw the weeder on and get the weeds that are down there so we can actually use this thing. Wanted to use it the other day but didn't get the chance. Now there is... okay, this is just... I forget how slow this thing is. There's a nice old tractor that got thrown up on the mod hub this week as well, which is pretty cool. It's a nice one. I think it came out towards the back end of 17, I want to say. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it did. Jump down here. And jump up here. And we'll figure out what we need to do with the lime. I don't know why that's so messed up, but it's probably from when we started and stopped playing on the map. And then we're back on it unexpectedly, to be honest, because I thought I was done. I really did. And drop it down. So we can get rid of the weeds pretty quick. So again, the inevitable will get asked several times a day, which I don't mind answering. Marwell Manor Farm. When's it coming out? Is the cry right now. Nobody knows, and as I keep saying, and you guys that are regulars probably get sick to death of hearing me say this, nobody can put a date on when stuff gets released on the mod hub. There's lots of false rumors flying around about it right now because it got taken down off the mod hub, and then it's out there that Oxy got it pulled from the mod hub because of some changes that he did to it. The reason he did that was so you guys didn't need to redo your game save if that version of the map dropped. He tweaked it, updated it, made it even better, but which required a new game save. So that's why he did that. Now, were they actually testing it at that point? I don't think they were. And on his end, last time I spoke to him, which I'm recording this, well, I'm recording this Wednesday, you can see it on the top. This comes out tomorrow. Yesterday when I spoke to him, it didn't move in testing. So, take that for what it will. It's not showing anything on his end, so he has no news that I know of, and I don't know anything, so. No news. Do I see it where's it on? Do I see it coming out this week? Really? No, I don't. Giants are quite clearly working on other stuff than mods, and as I've said, why aren't these disappearing. As I said in live stream recently, the QA team right now is an absolute freaking mess. I don't know what happened internally. Reading between the lines, something did. It is blatantly obvious that they are much more structured. No. Am I going to have to throw this on Courseplay now? I can tell you one thing, I am not reading this. It's weird how it's doing it in weird waves like this, though. Dang. But yeah, as I was saying, something to me's happened internally. What happened, I don't know. Public information that you can see on Discord. P3 has a new position. He was head of QA team. Lithian is now head of the QA team, which means they have lost a member of the QA team, first and foremost. So, take that for what you will. It doesn't make sense for them to pull a QA member out completely straight away without having someone to replace them, or even have that person train the new guy and then leave. That doesn't make sense. I really struggle to believe they did that intentionally. So that's why I'm saying I think, and I'm just speculating here on my stuff, is, or my own opinion, that something must have happened internally. Because it's a riot old mess right now. But it happens in any company. It's not all fairy tales and dreams, let's be honest. You just gotta go with the punches. They're a company after all, and they've got to do what's right for the company more than importantly. Yes, it sucks there's no maps on the mod hub yet. And that's another thing I keep saying is, you know, the console guys are getting fed up because there is no maps on the console, and of course PC does have mods because we can download from anywhere. That is true. But we are still in the same boat as the console guys because there are no mods up, or no maps up on the mod hub right now. The time of me recording this, at least. So we are very much in the same boat because the mod hub is where the quality maps go. Or what should be quality maps and don't have huge holes in them. Black sheep. But that's typically where quality maps go. I'll just say that. So yeah, we're in the same boat. And yeah, I know, I have Marwa Man of Arms sat on my desktop, in my mods folder right now. I can't play it yet, and that's out of respect for Oxy. He's doesn't want me to play it on the channel right now. I've got 2 recordings sat on my secondary hard drive, just waiting for the go-ahead. But I'm not going to go ahead and basically screw up the friendship that I've built with Oxy over these years. I ain't about that. That's more important than damn YouTube, if you ask me. Yeah. That's why I'm not doing anything on Marwa. It's not like I don't want to, and it's not the fact that Oxy doesn't want me to not do stuff for you guys. It's a case of, why throw it down your guys' necks when you guys can't play it yet? Now granted, when I get the nod from Oxy that it's in pending for testing, or not pending for testing, but pending for release, then yeah, I think I've got the go-ahead. That being said, I don't want to get people's hopes up. There is a possibility that he'll let me go ahead and do content when it's pending and actually in physical testing, because I think this is the only issue it should have. That's already been fixed now. Hopefully, at least. I don't know. I can hope. Because I look at it 2 ways. Great map. Would love to bring it to you. Early access, exclusivity, equals profit. That's the bottom line of that one. So I look at it 2 ways. Helping out a friend, publicising it, and at the same time, it helps me a lot. I'm not gonna lie there. Alright, so that band of weeds gone, that band of weeds gone. It does need ploughing, but I've got plough switched off, so I don't know why it's even showing that. So I think it needs lime too. Yeah, half of it needs lime. Why? I don't know. Again, we'll swap out the... Actually, let's get Courseplay switched off here. Any of you guys that are in Courseplay? Oh, that's right, that thing's there. Make sure you update it, because it is updating very, very regularly right now. When it's this early beta stage, they update it daily sometimes, most of the time, multiple times a day, so keep up to date. Do yourself a favour on that one. One thing I would say as well is, if a version is working okay for you, I need to practice what I preach on this one as well. Back it up before you update your courseplay, because I have done it in the past, going back in actually the last version of the game in 17. It was the early days of courseplay, and it was completely balked, and had to go to one of the guys and go, hey, can you upload your courseplay version? It's kind of broken right now. But, like I said, I need to practice what I preach on that one. But I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys do that. So I have fallen foul of that one in the past. Alrighty then. Let's get some ambient spread. So I need to get a couple of videos recorded. I've been slacking today. Yesterday, we got... You guys saw on my Instagram, if you haven't, link is in the description down below for my Instagram. I posted a video of the amount of snow that we got after we shoveled it, admittedly, and it was a lot of snow. Really? It's coming in bands? That's messed up. It was just a lot of snow. More snow than I have ever seen in one dumping before. Ever. Since being here. It was an incredible amount. And it took us over an hour to shovel that. And that was 2 people. At the beginning it was 3 people before Jess's mum left for work. And of course she was a school teacher, or Jess is a school teacher, so they had a snow day. So it was a lot of snow. A lot of snow. And that was at 6:30. Oh no, 6. I got up to go help. And we didn't get back in until like 7:15. So I went back to bed for a while, and yeah, I screwed up my sleep a bit. I didn't get out of bed until a little after 9 o'clock or something today. So it adds extra time and me waking up and feeling ready to record. And then I was getting towards where I usually eat lunch, so then I was hungry. I was like, knock-on effects. Come on. There we go. Hopefully this is it. Maybe one more extra pass, and annoyingly I'm gonna have to go get friggin' more of the lime. I think the way to go, unless you are running a very small farm with small fields on a small map, just get the tandem axle. It's not worth it, this one. It really is not. And to be quite honest, you guys know as much as I do, I don't really care about the yields. This map is a filler map, so I don't just do Riverview all week. Because I don't want to do Riverview all week, and you guys probably won't want to watch Riverview all week. Not really. Just had 2 more passes to do. Alright, let's go. And go fill this up. And on our way down, we'll see if the traffic is balked. It seems to be moving okay. It seems like, I saw in the comments of that video, someone else was saying that their courseplay was also, well, their traffic was also messed up. So it points it was courseplay. That's the thing, there's going to be lots of weird little bugs that you see. And that's my first port of call. Is it courseplay? Because I imagine it would be. Need to figure out for what I'm going to do on a American Truck Sim on Saturday too. I haven't recorded that yet. I got an idea. I know yet. May bring out an old favourite of mine. Actually, no, I do know what I'm going to do. I actually have a truck lined up that I was going to do last week, and then I found the low loaders. I want to do another experiment, because that video on Euro Truck, because I clickbaited the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure, did very well. And I don't like doing that type of stuff. I've always hated clickbait and stuff, but unfortunately, the way YouTube is now, you've got to bait people in to watch your content. It's sad. It really is. You put a normal picture of a truck there, truck sim, and it's like, ah, we'll skip it. I don't get it. Don't get the logic there. The amount of people that I have asked about doing truck stuff. It is kind of crazy, you know? Yes, land. Fill it up. Okay, so this. Time to go attack a weeds again. No sense using herbicide when I can do this for free, effectively. It's weird how it's coming in strips, though. Really weird. Oh, that's filled up. Oh, really? Tree? No, as well today too. I need to test something when I set up a private stream. Because recently, every time I stream, within under 10 minutes, let's say, the stream will die. And I think it's something related to the computer. I don't know what it is. Because last night, after Tuesday's live stream, I left FarmSim open. I couldn't connect to TeamSpeak. Wouldn't allow me. It could have been fluke. It could have been pure fluke. But as soon as I closed out FarmSim, bam, I was in. So it's like, is FarmSim somehow with OBS, with everything open, messing with my system? It shouldn't be. I'm not blaming the developers or anything. It could be because it's being so intense on the system. At this point, I truly don't know. So I'm just going to sort of rule out the restream service first of all. I did make some other changes. And just stream to YouTube today. I say, well, yeah, technically today, Wednesday for me. And see, because I was using a DNS that Linus Tech Tips recommended, so I've just gone back to letting the computer do its own thing, picking DNSs. Which, if you don't know what a DNS is, don't worry about it. It's basically gateway to the internet, I guess is the easiest way of saying it. But ignore what I'm saying there. And see if that does anything. Which it may, and I'll probably restart the router. So when I go for my shower, which I'm too far away there, I will go ahead and do that. Have a private stream running and see if it does indeed die. Hopefully it doesn't, because I know it'll be fine. It's just weird. Like, I'm looking right now and yeah, the computer's working, it's warm, but the game isn't absolutely rinsing the graphics card. So I truly don't know. It's clearly not that. Like, I've got my Ethernet speeds up, because I'm hardwired into the internet. I've got cam open so I can see the temperatures and the load on the CPU and GPU, and bear in mind, this is a laptop, of course. It's running at 75 Celsius on the CPU, at 26, okay, 21% there, to, I saw over 50 there. And the graphics card, it's running at 82 Celsius, and anywhere from 80%, right now it just peaked at 90%, so it will peak the card. Like, this laptop's great, but running games now, and especially this one, it can hurt at times. I have noticed that, depending on the game I'm playing. It's not ideal. In a heartbeat, if I could, and I could afford it, I'd get my desktop over here from the UK and play games on that. I'll reformat and give it a freshen up, but yeah, 100%. I would go back to that. That's what it needs. But to get that shipped over is probably going to cost quite a considerable amount of money. And yes, I know a lot of people have said, why don't you just build one over here when the time comes and sell that one in the UK? That's got a lot of sentimental value. A hell of a lot of sentimental value to me. Not just the hard drives, the components, stuff like, well, the case, more importantly, but it does. And then I've got my second computer as well that was the first computer I built, which was the last gift my parents gave me when they were still together. I think it was like for my 16th, 15th birthday or something like that. So that's got a hell of a lot of sentimental value to me. And yeah, it's just material things. It's a piece of metal. But hey, and there again, my desktop, the components inside it are still pretty decent. And I put a new graphics card in it, and the processor it's good. A good processor, ain't no slouch. It's AMD. I think it's a 803050 something. It's in the specs if you guys are actually interested in my desktop setup. But I've not done anything on that for a long time because it needs a reformat. It needs Windows 10 thrown on it. But over there in the UK, I need to stay on wireless, unfortunately, which sucks. So I haven't been able to do that because then I'd need to buy a new adapter, which I could do. But it's a case of, yeah, I don't really want to spend the money on that now. Not really. Yeah, I don't think it's a computer then. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's when I've got everything open. Who knows? Okay, that's that done again. Hold that up. Maybe I'll actually look at recording the American truck video now, and record Riverview tomorrow now. I think that is what I shall do. Okay, so that's gonna keep blipping through all that stuff. Let's go grab the lime spreader, and this is after I've done this. It could be where we wrap up the video, or we'll blip through the time and then wrap it up. This is heavy. This really is heavy. I love that weight mod. I really do. It's a pain in the ass at times, but it is great. Yeah, traffic seems okay. It's down here, it's all gridlocked. I really don't want to get off the throttle. Well, I've got cruise control on. Probably use cruise control way too much. Can't even hear the tractor actually. I don't know if you guys can. I can't. Crazy, crazy. So one thing I do find is the sound quality is great. I think, for the most part. Tractors are, I don't know, maybe the balance I have personally, but they are kind of quiet. Why are those lights angled so far down? I've just noticed that. Look how far they're angled down. What's the point of those work lights? Oh, where's our line there? So speaking of, flip it on. Oh, more weeds. Are you kidding? It's literally working in waves going backwards. That's kind of messed up. I wonder what's screwing that up. Definitely something is. Now I'm only going to spread lime on what needs to be spread on. So I think we've got one more pass here, and I think that's good to go. It certainly looks like it. Oh, field 19's got weeds in it now, apparently. Weird. Yeah, it definitely seems... Yeah, we'll get over there. Get over there with a weeder at least, if hopefully there's no crop in there. This field, I think I'll just fast time and leave it and see what happens, and if we need to throw herbicide down, we'll throw herbicide down. I did not mean to jump out of the tractor, I meant to do that. Oh, that should be that good. Yeah, of course there's little pieces I missed, but nah, I don't care. There's more appearing. It's weird. Anything coming up in the air of the log? Yeah, no. I was gonna get thrown here. Gotta admit, playing back on this map, this is a hell of a good map. I know a lot of people do not like the Giants maps, I do not get it. I really don't. Yeah, the fields are boring, but the landscape isn't. They've done a very good job at building these. These are hands down some of the best maps Giants have done themselves. Well, I know there's a lot of love for Hagenstad, Hagenstad and Bornholm, I believe that's how you pronounce it. All of that weed. Weeds. Not the other stuff. I know someone will call me out on that. Get the old girl going again. Definitely need to use this tractor more. Got a soft spot for it. With it all ran down and destroyed and never going to get fixed. Put a million hours on it. Oh, that's an idea from now on. Keep on getting ideas like that. Right, what we'll do is we'll throw Courseplay on and see how it does with weeding. So someone in the last Felsbrunn episode said Courseplay on the Giants map isn't really needed because the fields are so square. No, it's not, but it works better than the hired workers. And it doesn't cost me anything if you set it up correct. That's why I use it a lot. It's predominantly that reason. Of course, I can't really complain about the hired workers now because the process is way different than before. I applaud them for that. So what would this be? Would it be fertilizing or seeding or field work? I'm going to go field work and see if it goes, nah, that's the wrong tool for the job. Yeah, field 19. Do we want headlands? Actually, we'll do 2 headlands. After generate. And we'll let it do its own thing. Drive to the first waypoint. So it may fold it back up, it may not. I don't know. Makes sense if it doesn't, to be quite honest. It would be nice if it just stayed there. Now I had an issue on, granted it was the field that I created, on Riverview where it's backwards. As far as, you know, the course. Field like this, you'd probably do the headlands first, wouldn't you, actually thinking about it. GG. GG. Well, that seems to be working okay. And yeah, I get what people say, Courseplay on the square field, what's the point, but it's just learning what Courseplay can cope with. And Whedon's been in the game for a while now, but in some cases you do have to relearn it. You really do. Anyway, I am going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow on Riverview, which I think that field should be ploughed, probably seeded. That's my goal for the stream today, is to get that done. And Lord knows where we'll be at with the animals. And all that good stuff. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.